Hey guys, welcome back to sorry about this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, as you can tell, I'm clearly like in a different area if you've seen my previous two videos. And that is probably because I'm not even in my own house right now. Okay, but why? Why is she not in her own house? What has happened to our dear and for everything? I just threw a phone. Don't mind that. Well, as you can tell, I'm not sure where you exactly live. That'd be kind of creepy if I did. But where I am, the snow and the winter storms are crazy. And the worst part is, like, we don't even know how to handle it. I'm sure you may have seen some. You don't want to mention any names, but like, our area is typically hot. Like one time, our winter wasn't even winter. It was like a hotter version of summer. So that's what I mean. It's crazy over here. But all of a sudden, snowing and all that. And of course, I'm super excited for the snow because I barely ever get to see snow. Oh my god, still it's kind of creepy. Not creepy. What's the word? Weird. Weird. And it looks like I'm standing because I kind of am standing because this stool is way too low. So basically, I just wanted to tell you guys kind of like the story because I was going to write a story. I'm like, God knows, way too much work. So here I am, telling the story. So it all kind of started. A few days ago, maybe not a few days ago, but like a few days before it all happened. So maybe like last Friday, the news was going all over saying it's gonna be super cold. Like, it might be snow on the weekends, probably not, most probably on Monday and all that. And of course, I was super excited. Like, me and our blocks in one are like, woo, snow, but oh boy, snow was worth it. We waited the whole weekend, on Sunday night, there was freezing wind, like we heard every time a raindrop fell, like against our house or anything. But it wasn't big, like hail, it was basically a raindrop, and when it falls on anything, it just melts, so it was fine. And yeah, and guess what, the very next morning, it was raining. Not, what? No, that's not what I built the suspense for. The very next morning, it was snowing. And so I woke up and I was like, I woke up to the sound of this. And I was like, what is it beeping? And I also used the restroom. And I was very hot because for some reason my fan had turned off. So I was like, okay, I really need to get up and off this bed. So first, I was pretty sleepy still. It was like, 8 in the morning? And I don't wake up like that early. I'm a night bird, guys. I'm a night bird. What do you think I'm doing all night? I'm editing my videos. So I was like, gets up, walk. And then we have these big windows in our house. So even upstairs, I could see, and I'm like, good Lord, is that whiteness on the grass? What is this? So I walk a little more. I'm like, it's snowing. But I really had to use the restroom. So I'm like, whatever, screw restroom. I'm just gonna walk downstairs, walk. And then I was like to my dad, is this snowing? And he's like, no, this is white powder. He can be sarcastic. And I was like, oh my god, it is snowing. But then I was like, but what's that beeping? Like, it was just so annoying. And he's like, oh yeah, that's the backup battery. And I'm like, wait, whoa. And then I realized when I kept flicking switches and stuff, nothing was happening. I was like, the power is out. Yeah, because our city does not know how to deal with it. Our power went out because of the snow. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna use the restroom first. But then only to realize that water was not working, neither were the lights. And it was just so crazy, like, nothing was working. So then I went, so not only was our power up, but our water was out, okay? But don't worry, I have my phone with me, right? I scroll down YouTube, but no, my phone was 1%, and I did not really want to waste that percent. And not only that, when I asked to use my parents' phone, there was no internet either. Oh my god, what? So yeah, that was pretty much our life for like all of Monday. And it was pretty fine. Like the whole day we were kind of just living with it, it's fine. We were turning on sinks and stuff a little bit so our pipes don't freeze and burst, because that kind of suck. Or so our walls don't start leaking or anything, because they got some severe in some areas. So yeah, it was pretty crazy all of Monday. So I think eventually, I don't remember when, but at one point our power came back and we were all like, yay, power is back. And then I was like, woohoo, and we all lived our lives. I charged my phone, okay, and only for it to go out again. And this time it was worse because like we're like, okay, and apparently I think our grandparents didn't have any light power either, but our aunt and uncle did. Their house is like pretty far away from our house, so their area had light and power and water. Light and power are the same thing, and water and internet and everything. So then we were like, okay, let's just visit them for a little bit until our comes back, okay? So then we went there and we visited, nice. And then my dad got a notification saying our power come back. So then we're like, oh, okay, let's just go back to our house. So then we did not walk, actually. We drive back to our house, and we're like, woo, power. And I'm positive I'm skipping some stuff because I don't think it all happened this quick. No, it did. So we were chilling, but then our grandparents, they still didn't have water. I mean, they still didn't have power. We didn't have water. They didn't have power. What? So then they were like, my mom's like, okay, they might come over to our house. So I'm going to need you two, by you, Timmy, and me, and Rosimana, to clean up. And we were like, oh, because no one likes to clean up. But we did. We vacuumed and brushed and picked up all like the toys and books or whatever method there was. And only to realize that they weren't coming over in the end. They decided not to. We laid down on the floor in despair. And then the power went out. And my dad was like, see, this is what happens. And I was like, so I thought he turned off the light switch. I was like, what is he doing? But then I'm like, snap, the power went out again. So at this point, it was already nighttime. So it was like pitch black everywhere. Everybody scrambled for their phone, turned on their flashlights. I was literally like running around the house, grabbing stuff. Because like, okay, now we have to go to aunt and uncle's house because it's too bad. There's no water, no power, no internet. Okay, so then my mom wanted to call them to let them know they were coming, like RSVP. So then she called her, and first my dad called, and the call didn't go through. And we're like, okay. So my mom called, and it went through, but it wasn't really picked up. Okay, so now I'm like, oh, I'll call. So then I called, okay? It went through, and it even got picked up, and my aunt was like, hello? And we're like, yes. And I gave my phone to my mom and everything, but my aunt was still like, hello? And then it ended. And apparently later I found out she was calling us back, but we didn't get it because our network went out too. What? So yeah, my mom was like, go get baby ready. And I was like laying her down, I was like diaper changing and putting on her clothes in the light. And I was like, oh my God. And then I had to grab my own stuff because I had no one at my age. I was like grabbing my phone, my books, my everything. And then, all the essential stuff. And literally, like my dad was grabbing his work stuff because school was canceled for the rest of the week, but his work wasn't. He was grabbing his computer, his monitor. What? He was not grabbing his monitor. No. But anyway, my mom's grabbing the diaper bag. We all had our own things we had to worry about. And eventually we were on the road. The roads were icy and it was dangerous to drive. We were like going, 6 miles per hour? I was like... normally 30-minute away house was now like 12 trillion years away. Exaggeration. But we finally got there, and guess what? It was an emergency sleepover, which we were all happy with, we enjoyed. And then the next day, basically for the next few days, and still right now, we're at their house and we're having sleepovers because the power is coming back. And maybe in the middle of the night it come back for 30 minutes, but then it go out again. And the water is still not good. My dad and my mom would go to the house every day and check on it. And it's just so crazy. I think the crazy part was when the power went out at night in their house. We were so many little flashlights, pitch black everywhere. Nothing was working. And not just lights, but power. So the fridge wasn't working. We have Alexas, so they weren't working. Anything plugged in wasn't working. So those headphones that I came back and charged yet, they weren't working. And okay. And yeah, so we're still here having more sleepovers. This is our 3rd day in a row. And that's what I'm recording here. Good thing my aunt has this beautiful, beautiful little ring light. But it's kind of bright, and her stool is very, very low, which is why I'm standing. Because if I sit down, my face will show. So yeah. See? So yeah. basically that's what's been happening here, which is why I can record Roblox videos, but my cousins are an incy bit too loud. And it's just so crazy with all this. And I felt like it was a really fun story to tell. It will definitely be, the snow is all melting too, but they're saying another winter storm is expected tonight. So, fingers crossed. I'm not sure if I'm crossing them to stay over longer or to go back home. But yeah, things are going well. You know, we baked brownies and we colored and all that. You know, typical little good stuff. And yeah, so I hope you guys, it's not a short video, but sometimes I do make a little bit long videos. So I hope you enjoyed this short video, long video, medium video, little video. And yeah, be sure to like this video if you like hearing like not personal, but like life stories. So I can definitely start a series on that, I guess. I won't like introduce a series, but I will start it. Okay, something just turned off because like it's so quiet suddenly. And yeah, please share this video if you want others to hear this crazy experience. And subscribe for more videos. I make everything. That's my channel's name, M for Everything. It's kind of hard to search, so just share the link to your friends. I make videos on Roblox, art, math, soon-to-be origami, books, and I clearly make stool videos. I should call them standing videos now, shouldn't I? But no. Bye!